What's up, guys? Welcome back to Viewer Castle. Today we're going to start off with LootingDropbear. Cast levels of 25, probably validated on this level 28 mage. Fairly high DPS for a mage, and decently high hit points as well. So let's jump into it, take a look at what he's got here.
Those monsters won't know what hit them.
Alright. So, I mean, it started off kind of good, but then I messed up my timing on the spike trap, so I took a little bit of damage from those. I'm still not in a terrible spot, because there's a bunch of, like I like how you had it set up out there, and I kind of read into it well. He had a bunch of corrosive mines and then one springboard trap to kind of throw you on top of, I believe, the spike traps instead of the corrosive mines, which is fine. Either way, you're gonna either get like a debuff or take extra damage. So, like, that's pretty good. That's set up pretty well, at least at the start. And this is good as well. You keep pressure on people as they're going across these spike traps. It actually makes them take more damage usually. Only a level 22 Jimbo, so he shouldn't one-shot me, but I'm actually not sure because they changed the damage curve on him, and I haven't really seen Jimbo used all that much. At least before level 26. Alright, Fire Mine Trap. It looks like only three springboards, so I should be able to get over this fairly easily. Let's take a look. Yeah, so the last one actually just threw me way over all of the fire mines. But even if that last one hadn't hit, I think I could have just walked across it. And then I guess if the silence hit me, I probably wouldn't have been able to get away from all of them. I might have gotten hit by like these 5 on the top, but it shouldn't have killed me. I'm actually not a fan of mouse wheel traps used like a lot of mouse wheel traps used like this. I don't really see the purpose of them. They do very low amounts of damage, and if you don't combine them with something like Zeke's to like help force Zeke's shots to hit or something, I think they're kind of a waste, to be honest. A waste of points. Like, I like them in certain situations, just not in huge chokes that block, like using 5 mouse wheel traps or something like that. I think that's a little excessive. I like them in smaller chokes just to screw with people's timing a little bit. But only in very certain circumstances. Like my last castle, I used 2 of them right at the start of my castle just to screw with people a little. And you did something similar in a different way. You used those corrosive mines plus a springboard on the top to help screw with people's timing entering onto the spike traps. So that's good. You did it actually probably better than I did. I would probably switch to yours if I wanted to make my castle slightly better. So that's pretty good. We'll jump to number 2 in just a second. Alright, for number 2 we have TheWangMuncher. Castle level is a 27. Probably validated on either the Knight or the Mage. I'm guessing the Knight. Really high hit points and high resistances, which is obviously what Knights are known for. So we'll have to see what he does. For the most part, Knights are better at validating castles with spike traps like this. Spike tunnels. Just because they have such high resistances, they can pretty much just walk over them, and, you know, there's not really going to be an easy way for me to complete it as quickly as a knight. However, there is 3 minutes on this timer, so that's fairly high, so there should be at least a good amount of mobs in here. And I think archers are better at, like, dispatching mobs quickly than knights. Knights kind of have to go about it at least a little bit different of a way. They have to, like, kite around corners and stuff like that, and they heal up and all of that sort of thing. Whereas archers can just DPS them down as quickly as possible and dodge the best they can. And as long as you do that properly, you're generally going to kill mobs a lot quicker than every other class. Alright, this could kill me. I wasn't actually expecting that fire mine trap there. Not many people use it in this room. I expected to just throw me into this mob and, you know, have it hit me for an extra couple ticks of damage. So that was pretty interesting. I'm going to take a look at this. How many are here? It looks like there's only 3 springboard traps because I was leaping from one of these squares on it. it managed to actually catch me and throw me into the fire mine, so that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, there's not enough fire mines here to actually kill someone, and I guess that's why people don't normally use these in this room, is because you just can't fit enough on this side. You know, like I'll get thrown here, and if there was maybe 3 more fire mines on this side, I'd probably would have died there. Although some people maybe at a lower level and less hit points and stuff like that might end up dying to it. I'm not really sure. All right, this is going to be a little annoying. I know how Pete Pond Wars can be, but I managed to deal with it decently well. I got hit a couple of times, but alright. And then there is the Cyclops. So I'm guessing this springboard trap throws you back onto here. If an attacker goes through here and actually just detonates all of these, then these are kind of useless, but I can see why you have them, because they combine with this springboard trap setup here. I don't know if I would have done that, though, because it's too easy for someone to go across and just detonate them before they cross into this area. So even if they make a mistake, they won't take any extra damage from them. Alright, there's another springboard trap there. It's worth headshotting a Zeke if you have to like get really close to him, because I don't know what's up there, but if there's not any room to dodge, I'd rather just dispatch the Zeke for, you know, 300 extra damage on me or something, because generally I'm going to take more than that from a Zeke. So alright. Cyclops there. He's going to be pretty easy to pick off if you're a ranged character. Even probably the Knight could stand here and Lashing Flames that into him. Alright, looks like another setup that's like this. This time I actually crossed over it. Crossed over the spike trap before I went onto the springboard trap, so I was able to just leap across it. Oh, I actually used a healing potion when I wanted to use headshot. So my hand was on Q instead of 1. That's okay though. I should have enough potions to get through. I have 1 left. Alright. And then the boss room, and it looks like there's nothing in the boss room. So yeah, it's a pretty good castle for sustained damage, I would say. Those fire mine setups are definitely unique. I don't see people use those in that room, so I wasn't really expecting it when I walked in there. I did see one of the springboard traps, and I was like, okay, that's probably just going to throw me into a bunch of mobs. I'd rather, you know, do that and take maybe 1 tick of an IMAX, which is like 150, than take an extra spike tick, which is like 300. So that's what I was thinking, and then I ended up getting thrown into the fire mines, but I didn't end up dying because there's just not quite enough mines to kill someone. At least not at my level with my amount of hit points. Although my hit points are low, I think I was over-leveling your castle, at least by 2 levels, so that means that the fire mines would do slightly less damage, like 10% less or something. But either way, pretty good castle. We'll jump into number 3 in just a second. Alright, and lastly we have Regitale, castle levels of 24. Was also validated by an archer, I believe, is what I saw. So let's jump into it and take a look. Looks like it starts off with a fire mine. Trap. 4 fire mines, so there's no really easy way to do this. I'm gonna see if I can hit this on an angle the best I can. Alright, well, I managed to just kind of live through it, but it's only because it was level 24 and I'm level 28. I'm not sure of the best way of dealing with this. What I was trying to do there is just hit it on the absolute side, coming in on an angle, and hoping that I ticked on this last one, and I ended up doing that. But I guess I just didn't have enough stun immunity, which is weird. Normally I have enough. Maybe it was because I wasn't spamming it, or I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly the best way of dealing with this yet. To do it at a high success rate. Normally I just kind of go as quickly as possible and hope that I make it through, and if I don't, I just keep rerunning it. And I do that to validate my own castle as well. It's quicker, and You know, the only downside to it is that you'll die, lose crowns, and then the best you'll be able to do is 3-star it. So a lot of the times, if you have a high crown count, and the person that you're attacking doesn't have a high crown count, they'll just win regardless. They'll just get crowns even if you 3-star it afterwards. Alright, well that time I was at least able to throw myself far enough across, because I was able to tick the first trap. And that's one way of doing it as well. I mean, if you want to try to take the time to, you know, make the first springboard trap go off, that will work, but it doesn't work all the time because you're going to be going through a jelly wall. So a lot of the times, because you're moving so slow, you won't be able to get it back across it. Like, you'll go a little bit too far onto the springboard trap and it'll still fling you because you're just not able to go backwards, you know, to get off of the springboard trap in time because you're slow from the jelly wall. Alright, looks like that was the rest of it. The boss room is like a lot of level 24 elites, which, because I'm level 28, I was able to dispatch them pretty easily. A couple Mega Muttons plus Zeeks, they combo well together. I'm not sure about the huge amounts of jelly walls that you have in the middle of your boss room. That seems a little excessive because an archer will still be able to leap through them. You have to have like 2 deep of jelly walls to make it so that archers can't leap through them. And even if they, like, that's only with one of their abilities. So as with me, you'd need at least 3, which is just too point excessive. I think people try to keep people in their boss rooms a little bit too much. I think it should be more, like, it shouldn't be inside the boss room that you try to keep people inside of. It should be like the room previous. Like, if this was the boss room, you want to put things in this room to force them to not go back into this room, rather than actually invest into trying to, like, keep people in one small section of the boss room. Because it just takes too many points to put traps all the way across that huge boss room. You just want to put in a small amount of trap pressure and a high amount of mobs if you're going to use the boss room at all. That's at least my opinion on it. So I wouldn't really worry about using jelly walls and stuff like that in your boss rooms. But either way, this was number 3, so we're going to end the video here. As always, if you guys enjoyed, please subscribe. If you want to be a part of Eurocastles, you can email me at frenzycastleruns@hotmail.com. Level 16 and above castles. And that is pretty much it. I'm still a little bit backed up, and I think I'm getting a little sick, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do 2 videos a day. Hopefully it won't get so bad that I'm not able to talk, and if that's the case, then I might have a couple of days where I don't have videos, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.